Hey guys, sorry about the wobbly camera again, but I'm using my phone, sitting in my armchair. We call it the God's waiting room. Me and my husband have got two chairs. Anyway, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jan Silver and I've been video logging my journey to and beyond a gastric bypass, which I had 14 and a bit weeks ago. Today is Tuesday, 27th of June, 2017. And thank you for joining me if you have only just joined me. I've been trying to be completely open and honest about my journey through every step of the way, and I think I've done that. I've cracked that. And if I'm being really honest today, I'm still in a bit of a funk now. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you would have known I wasn't feeling great yesterday, and it's really hard to try and explain yourself when you're feeling like this, because I'm 44 years old. I've had endometriosis and premenstrual moods most of my adult life. So I kind of know that this is a hormonal feeling, not a depression. I have suffered with depression in the past. So I do know what it's like to go down that deep, dark spiral, and there's nothing you can do to dig your way out of it. This isn't like that. I just feel in a bit of a funk and I can't really shake it. And even my friend Lisa said to me on the phone this morning, it's not like you, Jan. Normally you've shaken it within half a day. And she's right. You know, to try and explain, things that normally wouldn't bother me have really bothered me. And yet, logically, I can look at it and go, well, 2 days ago, I wouldn't have given a shit about that. I wouldn't have, maybe something my husband's done or said, I can take in my stride, but at this point I'm not doing very well with that. I'm kind of, for some reason, taking things to heart or personally, and I don't want to. It's not, I just can't shake it. I'm meeting the girls today. I'm meeting a few girls that I've met through this journey, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be a breath of fresh air, to be honest. Again, like last time, I think we met a couple of weeks ago where we can sit and chat and all discuss. Rachel's just started her liver reduction diet. It'll be really interesting to see how she's going on. Mandy's a few weeks now post-surgery. So, we're all at different stages, and I'm hoping Jane's going to meet us as well, another girl, which will be great. Everybody's welcome, obviously, and it will just be really nice to immerse myself amongst those people, find out their stories and see how they're doing. Now, like I said, yesterday I took something personally on a video that I'd watched actually on a YouTube video now, and I'm really glad that I didn't react to it, because the girl and I have had a few messages since, and she's made me understand why she said what she said. I won't go into great detail about it, but I was in a bit of a funk about that, I guess. And it was purely something said about us as the weight loss community, and people that are new to this journey and people that aren't, and how, how we haven't got a clue, maybe us newbies, whatever. And I think, my message today would be, whilst I understand what was said now, I totally get why the girl had said it. I think she's deleted her post now. And she didn't mean it as a personal attack at anybody. And I knew that, but I think with the funk that I'm in, I really let it affect me a little bit. And I shouldn't do, that normally I wouldn't give a damn. I would have just brushed it off and that would be absolutely fine and be me. But anyway, I think that one of the main messages I try and give to all of you guys is that don't compare ourselves to anybody else. And I don't do that, but I also don't pretend to see into the future. I also don't pretend to know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone next week or next year. So, oh, hi, Peach. Oh, she fancies a little padding in my hair. Sorry, guys. Funny thing is, I think even my cat knows when I'm feeling a bit off, I think they do. I think animals do tend to sense it. But anyway, what I'm saying as a newbie, and I'll put my little point across, I guess, is that I don't pretend to know what's going to happen. I don't pretend to know. We can all research this, our surgeries and everybody else's stories to a certain extent, but we're all individual, we're all unique, and it's all going to happen at different times and paces. We're not going to lose weight at the same rate. We're not going to lose inches at the same rate. And I'm totally aware of that. I just think that when you're maybe further on in your journey to look back, and I hope to be the kind of person that will support, encourage and inspire, rather than maybe say, well, look, this is what happens to me, so this is definitely going to happen to you, because it might not. Life isn't like that. It would be a boring old world if we were all the same, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? And we're not. We're all completely differently made up. We're different hair colour. We're different this, we're different that. So, and I'm totally aware of that. And I just think at this point I need to not take anything too personally, as I hope none of you do with me. But also feel free to pull me up if I ever say anything that gets on your nerves, pisses you off. If you're my followers and you're the people that are watching these videos, at the end of the day, I do it for me. But I'm actually quite pleased that people do take the time to watch me. You're inviting me into your lives, and that's quite an honour for me. So I get so many lovely messages and comments from you guys that it makes it all worthwhile. That even though I'm predominantly doing this for me, it's actually really nice to know that you guys are watching as well. So yeah, I'm not in a funk that I'm not going to get out of. This is, and I can't even say at this point if this is surgery related, because I know that it can mess your menstrual cycle up a little bit, and the hormones that they've taken out, the stomach is sitting idle, isn't it? The hormones that are produced in there must be a little bit. My body's still adjusting to what's gone on since surgery, and the hair loss is part of my body reacting to what's happened. I did get on the scales this morning. I'm 4 stone 2.5 pound loss, so that just even makes her smile. Look, yes, because Mum's not a big fat heifer anymore. Oh, she's my happy place. She is, and my granddaughter, obviously. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's all about trying to realise that we're on an individual journey, that it's not going to happen the same for everybody else. We can talk about our stories, we can advise people to the best of our knowledge, but all I try and do is tell you from my point of view. This is what is happening with me. Might not happen with you. And I'm really happy with my journey. Okay, I'm a bit with hormones at the moment. And I think I can even hear it in my own voice. I've lost that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get it back when I go for lunch with the girls. I'm 100% sure that when I'm surrounded by positive, happy people, I'm going to be upbeat again, because that's me. But I also didn't want to come on here. One, I didn't do the video yesterday because I really wasn't in a good place. And today I wanted to do a video because I don't want to pretend that I am okay, if that makes sense. That probably sounds such a screwed up way to be, but that's my truth. That's my here and now. And, like it or lump it, I'm afraid that's what's going on in my life. So, yeah. I am looking forward to seeing you girls at lunchtime. I can't wait. I'm all ready to go. I just need to do a little bit of tidying up at home, and my husband's out for the next couple of nights. Probably for the best, the way I'm feeling. I mean, yesterday I was in such a bad mood. I think he asked me a question and I repeated it twice, answered him, and then he asked me a third time, and I'm kind of going, and in my head I'm thinking, you're really fucking not listening to me, are you? So I just took myself away from the situation. I went and sat in Aggie. My cat comes and follows me. She came and sat in Aggie with me on the driveway. And then I had a long hot bath and a rather large glass of wine. And it just did the trick, because I don't want to row. I don't want to argue. I'm not in that kind of a mood. I'm just like... So I've got to go shopping later. God help anyone who gets in my personal space. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I hope this makes an ounce of sense, I guess. You might understand how I feel, or, and I am putting it all down to my body reacting hormonally. I had an odd period, by the way, didn't I? Last week wasn't a real period, even though I had stomach cramps and I had a bit of bleeding. It wasn't a real one. So my cycle is messed up a bit, and I'm going to put it down to the surgery, and along with the cycle comes hormones. So there you go. I'm a bit hormonally head fucked, but there you go. I will talk to you again tomorrow, hopefully in a much better mood and a much better place. But I hope you're all really well and that today is kind to you. And I will speak to you all again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.